What is happening, guys? I know I couldn't get that off my screen. It would have to come in. Oh, what's everyone been up to, guys? Anything exciting? Oh, my God. Yo, Scott, what's going on, bud? Yo, right, what's happening?
You alright, mate? How's it going?
All right, bud, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I was gonna go live tonight, but I saw that you were gonna go live for a little bit, so I've changed mine around to 9 o'clock.
Yo, I show you, bud. Earlier, Taffy boy, what's happening? Yeah, I'm live for about an hour, and I'm switching off and going on to someone else's live. So,
Fair enough. So have you been up to anything, like any explores today, or?
no, I've been working today, but
Fair enough.
I was out all day Sunday. I've been trying to get through to edit the video, but it's I got so much footage. I think I gotta go get through about 6 or 7 hours. I think.
Yeah, no, I went and got a COVID test today, not because of anything like me feeling unwell. It's just because so you're allowed to see. Well, you can go and like actually go and see people like more than think. When is it? I think it was yesterday or something. But now you're allowed to see 6 people. So and
Aye,
then I'm allowed to play football again on Monday night. So I went and got a test and obviously negative, but it's just because everyone who plays football on Mondays nights, we had to all get tested because, yeah. And then I had to cover for someone at work for just 2 hours today. That was it.
hey, I see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I said that it's hard work. Ever going to get tested all the time, but at least it wasn't for nothing serious.
Yeah.
Favorite phone. But no, like I said, when I went Sunday, I got like 6 hours of footage for it. So it's gonna
Jeez.
have it's gonna
Yeah,
have to
I
go
went.
in like 4 parts.
Yeah, but I didn't explore well the same place that I went to the Sunday previous to last because I missed out on quite a few rooms. So, and everyone was like, "Ah, you idiot! You've missed this place. You've missed this place," and I'm just like, "Fine, I'll go back because it's luckily 10 minutes away from here." So,
It's not so bad, then, is it?
well, it's a 10 minute drive. It's about a 2.5 hour walk, but then I'm trying to find some places that I can do this week because I've got nothing on really.
I ain't going out now for about a fortnight there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, this place I went, I done it a couple of weekends before, and we didn't get around it, so we had to go and do it all. Well, not all again, but the
I
rest of it.
know.
This place is massive. Like it's going to take me hours and hours to edit everything.
Like the day before, saying you're gonna go and do this place like the next day after or on that day, but you don't get around to doing it because as soon as I got my test, I was supposed to go and drop something off at one of my friend's house, but I just ended up not doing it, and he lives literally right outside the testing site as well. So
That's
and
something
had
I
it all
do.
planned out as well. Yeah. And it's pretty good as well, Gav, because I booked the test at like 10 o'clock last night. So
Yeah, they're pretty quick in testing, you know.
yeah. And the
Where,
people
where
who
I
say
am, I
they
can
will,
like, where I am, I can get it tested within 5 minutes. Like so,
yeah.
it's not so
As the
bad.
thing is, like for me, it wasn't even that bad. I didn't mind it at all. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. No, obviously I've done
No,
it before, but no, still,
I,
it's just like
I've never got tested out.
yeah. I tell you what, when you are doing the tonsils, it doesn't feel weird, but when it's up the nose, or that feels weird.
I bet it is.
The thing is, like, it's not so bad because you have to get it in your nose, but you have to twist it around.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
part
it.
which is horrible. Yeah.
Yo, Steve, what's happening, bud? Yeah, other than that, I haven't been up to much. Been in work, like normal. Always stuck in work.
I know I've been pretty lucky with this week. I've just got 4 hours tomorrow. And then I've just got Friday from 6 a.m. Well, about 5 o'clock I have to get there, and then 5 till I think midday, and that's it for this week. And then obviously 2 hours today. So
Yeah,
work,
Steve,
work.
but it was awesome, Steve. It was mad, but absolutely mad. I got hours and hours and hours of footage to get through it. That I loaded it all up to the computer. Yeah, I tried to get
Yeah.
it through it all. I gonna have to put it out in 4 parts.
And the thing is with like big explores is you get like carried away recording it because you can record for like 2-3 hours, for instance, and it will only feel like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I went through a 128 gigabyte memory card. So
Jeez. My phone's only 64 and I've had it for what, a year and a half, and it's not even all the way full yet.
yeah,
And you did
I
it in
went
one
through.
day.
Yeah, I went through our one and about I put about an hour on another card as well. So
Hmm.
it's manic. Yeah, it was worth it. Well worth it. It's just a long day, loads of walking. We must have
Oh
walked.
yeah.
We
Now
must have walked over 5 or 6 miles.
this place that I've done twice, it didn't look like much, but it only took 9 minutes to, like go up like a ladder to go and see what it is like in the attic and that. It only took about 4 minutes to do the whole second floor and like 3 minutes on the bottom. But
Yeah,
it's still quite a big place. And what really annoys me is it's like in the middle of the actual town. So there's a lot of people and there is a crane there. And I was so tempted to go up it. So tempted, but that's the thing that I could get done for. But oh well.
yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
But,
I'd much rather I'd much rather, get the view on the ground rather than climbing up a crane, getting caught, getting put in a cell, getting forced to delete the footage. Well, I don't actually legally have to.
The best thing to do is take your, like if you're using
Yeah,
a card, the best thing to do is take your memory card and just scroll away.
yeah. Well, that's what my mate and I did when we recorded one and we got caught. What I did is I took my SD card out just in case, and I handed it to my mate, and then he just slipped it in his pocket.
I said,
Well, we
easiest
only
way
do
to do it.
that because, well, it's just in case if they try to say, "Oh, you broke this," "Oh, you stole this," so that's why. Because then we have the evidence.
I said,
Hmm.
it's just where we went Sunday. We were just lucky we didn't see anyone all day, like, or one sight of anyone. So,
Oh yeah, and the place that I did on Sunday, I got scraped up quite a little bit from doing it.
I mean, cut my hands and my arms. And
Oh,
I don't know
always.
how mind. I didn't feel none of it. I got cuts everywhere.
See, the thing is, when you look the place up that I did, like on Google Maps, the wall that you have to climb over, it doesn't look that big, but it was like probably, I don't know, probably about 2 times bigger than me.
Yeah,
So it was good 12, 13 foot climb. So it was a run up and then jump and then grab a hold and hoist up.
I said, not so bad. And like,
Yet when
we
I
did have,
found out, yet when I found out that there was about a 2.5, 3 foot gap underneath the gate, yeah,
you could check out
yeah,
first.
yes.
Like,
So that was my exit, of course.
we had no problems getting in or getting out.
Yeah.
We thought we'd seen a security van, but it wasn't. So I was
Hmm.
awesome. Like, and like I said, we seen no one all day. It was eerie because it was quiet. Like, just couldn't hear nothing. Only the
Well,
birds.
the thing is, I cannot believe what they're going to do because my local Sainsbury's just down the road is going to be closing in, I think they said September, and like the whole place is, mm, I'd say probably the size of, I'd say, you ever heard of the stadium Old Trafford, Gav?
Yeah, peanut
Yeah, the
area. Then
site. Yeah, that site. Well, the Sainsbury's without the actual building could probably fit 2 or 3 Old Traffords in it. So instead of turning it into like a bowling alley and a cinema area, guess what they're going to turn it into?
I
Flats.
was just
Of course. Of course.
so it was the same.
That's the council for you. Flats.
Same as the same round where we are. Everything's
It's-
being flattened and turned into houses.
I kid you not. I kid you not. Gav, 8 miles down the road, a cinema ticket costs £5. Here where I live, boom, 20 quid to get in.
It's crazy, man.
It's
It's crazy.
ridiculous.
It's like just up the road from me, they built in like 600 houses, and
Jeez.
the other way in is the council have bought the
It's a
fields
shame.
back off the owners, and they're putting a massive Welsh school on it. So
And it's just
strange,
a
like,
shame because they could build such nice things, but they decide not to.
hey, not that I said, like, there's plenty of space around me to build whatever they want. Like, all they do is put houses on it.
Yeah. Well, they're the council. I don't want to be them, so I don't want to be the council. Thank you.
No, I don't want to either.
Hi, Natalie. Yeah, no. It's their decision, but I just think that it's bloody stupid that they just go, oh, look at this place. Oh, we could easily make it like this. Oh, no, let's turn it into flats.
Exactly. That's all I
Yeah.
think about it. Here's houses and flats and swear we're
I
running up to
know.
them.
I mean, shit, there's only, 67 million in England? And, like, it's just like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
They're building them for the sake we're in Wales. There's only 3.5 million people in Wales. They seem to be
Really?
building houses
Jeez.
everywhere.
Then, if you think about it, to drive from one side to the other, it's what, about 4.5 hours? You know, that doesn't seem a lot. And, like, just, and I guess most of them live, like, down near Cardiff way, don't they?
Yeah,
So,
that's it.
yeah, that's not as
They
many
go
as I
right
thought.
away. No,
In
it's
fact,
not. A lot
I have a
of
little look at that, actually.
a lot of Wales is countryside, isn't it? So you're
Yeah,
spread about like
yeah, because that's why most people are surprised that in like South Carolina, where my family live, there's only like 900,000 who live there. But that is mainly like trees.
yeah. That's it, isn't it? It's surprising how fast some places are, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and then geez, I've known it for quite a while, Gav, but like if you have a look at like the greater Tokyo area compared to like greater London area, apparently it's like I think like 40% of England, the greater Tokyo area.
Yeah. It's
It's
mad,
just like
isn't it?
Jesus.
It's crazy. Like
I know. Oh, there you go. There's just over 335,000 people who live in Cardiff. So that
yeah,
is, well, that's 10% of the population who lives there. Gee.
yeah. That's it, isn't it? It's kind of like Swansea's the same. They've bought like a big towns end up in North Wales, and all the rest of it's just expansions. Like
Mm. See, I've never been to that side of Wales, like Cardiff. No, sorry, Swansea. I've been to Cardiff, Pencoed, Bridgend. I've also been to Brecon Beacons with my school in 2016, just
hey,
as like a
Kaylee, oh,
show.
yeah.
Oh, God.
I said this. They say Wales is just an expanse. It takes just as long to get from where I live to North Wales as it does for me to get from here to London. Like so,
I know it's crazy, isn't it?
yeah.
It's
There's no motorways to Wales. Look,
yeah, it's so weird to think that.
strange. Like
Just like it feels like, right, it should take longer for me to get from here to like Southend on Sea than it would to get to Exeter from here. But it's not. It's literally 2.5 hours to Southend and 3.5 hours to Exeter.
yeah,
And it's
that's
just
it.
like, what the hell? I know. But it's weird how it works, isn't it?
Oh, the world is weird, man.
I know.
I don't think I'd ever be able to build the motorway through Wales. It just take too long. Yo, Duck, so you, bud. Oh, oh my god. I know I got to start editing these videos and get about I don't know. I don't know how many videos I got to be done.
Yeah.
I think I got enough videos for about 3 months, I think.
Jeez.
once I've
I wish I was
sorted it
that
out.
advanced. I really wish I was that advanced.
It was hard for you when I don't drive with you, so age and EV are we?
Well, I can, but only in the States. I've only got a provisional over there. Because when I
That's
was out
it.
there for a little bit of time, yeah, because we were out there quite a while in 2017. No, not 2017. What the bloody hell am I going on about? 18, sorry. So, because in South Carolina, you can take your provisional at 15, which means that you
Half
can
you've
drive.
always been a tool. Or you can do something like a spanner.
You know, I would like to start driving, but not for the next 3 or 4 years over here anyway, because it's expensive.
Oh, it
Because
is, but it's
unfortunately,
expensive.
it's only sky high for insurance at my age now because some people do not learn the lesson of not to drink and drive or be stupid on the road.
Yeah, that's
And
true. What is, but
it's annoying for us few people at 18, 19, even 17 who actually know not to do that. And we
yeah,
have to suffer for it and pay £2 a bloody year for insurance.
that's it.
But there you go. My mum only pays what 30 a month. No, a year, sorry.
Yeah, so it's mad one.
It's like what?
It all depends on what car and how you got as well. Like, but it's
Uh,
just
my my first one over here will be a little Peugeot 306.
believe it or not, mind right, when I passed my test many years ago, I had a Fiat Punto 1.4 petrol,
Ah.
and I blew the engine in it, and I changed to a Peugeot 306 2 litre diesel, and
Mm.
that was cheap. That was cheaper to insure than my Punto.
Yeah, and I've had like most like first drivers go for like Peugeot 306, 306s.
A lot of boys are going for Corsairs now. He's
Yeah.
1 litre Ecotec ones. They got the power of a 1.6 and a 1 litre electro.
Ooh. Well, I may have to get one of those instead. I think if I could ever afford it, I'd like to have.
Bloody
Um,
hell, it's expensive over there, but
what the
I'd,
hell?
I'd never pay out for insurance. No way.
Like
I'd rather drive.
14K a year. Wow.
I'd rather.
Jeez. Well, thank fuck I don't live where you live. Jeez. I wouldn't even like. That's what. Hold on. Well, if you theoretically think about it, over here still, that's what 2 months worth of rent just for insurance for a year. But
Yeah, that's true. That is actually I'm better off buying a family car, but than a small hatchback,
yeah,
especially at Ryan's age because he's class of us boy racing cars, doesn't he?
I don't want to be known as a soccer dad. No
Yeah,
thanks.
I know.
Just
That's why you're so high. It's because it looks like
what? Later on this year, I'm pulling up to a location. Oh, beep beep in a little minivan.
so bloody hell, that's expensive, but
What? I'm
I,
sorry, that's robbery. That's rob. Jesus.
yeah, it's crazy. Ducks in a lock round who can surprising what who can get, but that's a major difference, but between 14 grand and 7 grand. And
Oh my
that's
god.
still expensive enough, mate.
That's just poor. Jeez.
I thought my insurance on my taxis is business insurance is bad enough, but that's taking a piss.
Hello, Urban Legend UK. How are you,
How
mate?
are you, bud?
Yeah, no, that's just robbery. 14,000. Jesus.
I wouldn't.
Like,
I wouldn't pay it. I really wouldn't.
no. I'd rather have my year's worth of rent.
Yeah.
I'd rather pay a year's worth of rent than. Well, the thing is, like, I don't really go loads of places, Gav. Like, once a year, I will. Well, probably about. Well, last year I only went to London once in September at the beginning, but usually I'm there 2 or 3 times a year. So, and then I just usually, if I want to go out, I'm in Southampton and that's it. So that's me done, really.
Yeah, that's true.
But
What is that? You gotta if you end up crashing, but you end up crashing, doesn't matter how old the car is or how heavy
yeah,
it is. Crash, you crash, like, and that's the end of it.
I know.
Strange roads over there, Dax. Strange roads.
Well, as I just said, it's annoying that some people haven't learned not to drink and drive, and then the people who know not to do that have to suffer for it, and we have to pay that sort of money.
Yeah, it's not just that. It's the boys races racing around. Like,
Well, yeah, of course.
No, I'll go with you, but it's just what a crazy world we live in. Like,
I know.
it's
It's
crazy.
just.
Like, it's daylight robbery, most of it is.
I cannot believe how much someone was trying to charge me just the other day to repair. Like, I got it repaired, but smashed my phone screen. They were trying to charge me 230 to get it repaired. And it's just like, excuse me, it's a Samsung A20e. 200. That's 80 pound more than I actually paid for the phone. So I said, no, you're robbing me. Went to a different place. Boom, £85. There you go.
I paid £300 last year to have my screen fixed on my phone.
Jeez. Yeah, but I'm sorry.
My phone hadn't long come out then. It'd only been out about 2 months.
Yeah, but I'm
Correct,
sorry.
yeah.
What nearly 18-year-old's going to pay that sort of money just to get a phone screen fixed? Not me. I don't have that. Like,
I didn't want to pay.
I
I had no choice. Mark, what's going on, bud?
it is. Just trying to have a little look. That curved screen? Yeah, I think it is, isn't it?
No.
No.
The screen comes down the side.
Yeah, no, it's not a curved screen then.
I
see you, Laura.
My screen to come down the
That's
side.
curved screen. Yeah.
It costs more then because they're not so easy to change.
Oh, I should change my name to that secret vault. Ryan's crazy haircut style.
Yo, Mark, how are you, bud?
That's quite good, actually.
Yeah, that's true. What is that? They are expensive on Samsung, but
yeah,
for years.
I wasn't going to pay. I wasn't going to pay a quarter of a bloody grand. Well, 250 to be exact. I'm sorry.
So I said, someone in the background.
Here you go. I'm going to have to change. I'm going to have to do my good old saying. Don't you know how many fags I buy from that?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
I'm all right, but
Evening, Matt.
How are you doing, Mr. Ryan?
Not too bad, thank you. And yourself?
Not too bad. I'm just looking at your Gav. I'm sorry to point this out, mate, right? But it looks like you've got a condom on your screen.
oh, there.
Yeah.
Where?
No. You know, like lower left, you've got this big pink thing, like a condom
Oh,
on the lower left-hand side of your screen. It's like, it's massive. And it's like, it's over there, look. It's over there.
On the background.
It's like, it does look a bit sexy, man. What are you trying to tell us? That you're pink and ready for it?
Yeah, why not, innit?
Yeah, he's ready 24/7, folks. Just get down there. Call him up. You're ready for a good time. I went for a walk with my doggy and I took my 360 camera and it was just getting dark and I just don't know whether I wasted my time because I don't know if it's going to be too grainy, but I'm hoping it's not. But that's why I'm playing with you. Just try and get it out.
Go, Mr. Bengal. Go, Paul. How are you guys?
How is everybody, by the way? Yeah. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, but how are you?
Yeah.
I'm okay. Yeah. I just realised I haven't got my thing that cleans the sound up on, so I don't know how I'm coming through to you. Actually, let me just check. Audio.
Right.
Oh, let me put it like that then, and like that. Then you get no room noise then at all. So yeah, what were you saying about getting ripped off your phone, Ryan? You know what it was?
Last week they were trying
You know what it was? When you walk in there with hair like that, mate, they think, right, that's just how much we can charge this guy. Sorry.
It's called lockdown hair. So I've never let it go this much.
You look like a bloody professor.
Oh, no, hold on. Let me let me change it up so I look like I've been struck by lightning. Hold on, give me a second.
You should start talking about the CERN particle accelerator and quantum sort of subatomic axioms, and then see what people say. They'd be like all over you.
So, I mean, looking through our footage, Matt, from when we went Sunday, and I'm going to have to do 4 parts because I have way too much footage.
It's good, isn't it? Good place.
It's crazy.
So, Ryan, is this? Have you supposed to have changed it up? Like, I mean, all you've done is you've created 2 tufts at the front now. You tried gelling it down and looking like I don't know, looking like a gel down guy.
There you go. I'll go for the good old Benjamin Franklin look.
Yeah. Get yourself a trimmers, man, and put it on like the number 4 or something like that, and just take a bit of it off. It's not hard. You could do your own hair.
No, because the last time I did that, I looked like no.
I'm not saying your hair looks bad, by the way. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying there's a lot of it. It's just a thing, and it's just a style.
What I usually keep it at is probably about like a 1 on the side and back.
See what you've got up here, Gav's got down here. So yeah. So you look like the inverted, like as if you were doing a handstand. That's what you look like. You look like Gav. You know. So
there you go. That's what I looked like last time when I did a 4 all over.
Bloody hell! Where's that double chin come from?
That was like 2 years ago. So
bloody hell! Did you have like a bit of a double chin thing going on then?
I used to weigh around about 130 kilograms. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then I found out
Jesus.
something. I heard about a gym, and it wasn't the gym at the local chippy shop.
Oh, so you mean you were exercising with a guy called Jim, and you lost all that weight? Well, we won't ask any questions then.
I can't win. Damn it.
You want
Well,
to
look, whatever
right?
makes you lose the weight, mate, that's the main thing, isn't it? We won't judge you. You know, as long as you're losing the weight, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
You've been anywhere, Mark, since Sunday?
No, I just went out with the dog today. Actually, I went for a walk because I thought I test my 360 camera out because it had like a little speck and is right in the front, which I thought was like So I thought I'll take it out, test it out, see if I clean it really well, whether that speck is gone. But that's it, really. Yeah. What's it called? Chair Hill Monument with Angel. I put everything in folders with the proper names on them and put the date on them as well, so I can search for things in the future, and it makes my life easier. When you've got loads of videos, you lose them, don't you? You just never work out where the bloody things are.
Yeah. That's what you do have that problem.
Yeah. So are you going to be on till about 9:15, or are you going on afterwards to Urban Legends? You're going to pop on there, is that?
Yeah, I'd be on. Well, I'd be on till about 9:15, and I'll shoot straight over to Urban Legends.
Right, I'm going to have a look at this footage now that I just shot. Once it comes in, I'm going to fire it up, and I'm going to just check, make sure, because I had it walking up. Look, I've changed my setup look as well. I don't know if I can see, if you can see this. Let me just bring my screen out. Change my setup. So instead of having the camera just there, I put it on this arm, bought this arm, and then it comes right out like that then. So it's higher, so people can look backwards and they can see over the top, because before, when they look backwards, all they see is the top of my helmet. Whoever this is, that thing there. So they see that bit over there. Yeah. And then that's the one. Yeah. They see my helmet. And if I put it up like that, it means that they get that view all the way around, but it's not going to be good for going inside caves, because I'll just keep whacking it all the time. Yeah. But it might be. I could put it down like that in front, and then people could look back and they can see my face then, instead of just seeing the helmet, like, you know. So they could look back and look at me, possibly, or even like that, maybe. And then you can look back at me or look at whatever I'm looking at. I don't know. It's just a thought. Anyway, it was just to see if it'd come out, you know. But it's got a little bit of wobble in there, so when you're walking, I'm just wondering whether or not it's just going to blur the footage. So I don't know. Just testing it out. Always testing shit out.
You'll work it out one day.
Like
you said, in a cave or whatever, it might be a bit awkward being that long, like, but
yeah, you turn your head, you just hit. Yeah, you turn your head a little bit, and that goes a long way. You'll just get smacked.
That's it, isn't it? But you'll work out, but when you go down there,
Let's have a look at this footage then quickly. Ooh, it doesn't look too bad actually. It's quite bright. Oh yeah, walking up. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, it looks quite good actually. And I don't think we got the spot anymore.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Something in the sky though. I don't know whether it's the moon or what. I didn't remember seeing the moon out, but there's a big white thing in the sky. Weird.
It may be the moon. I don't know at this point.
Yeah, I'm not going to put any money on it. Yeah, it's probably the moon because it's white. It's a tiny little speck on a 360 camera. So it'd be like, you know, you can't see it. It's just a dot.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to process that later on then. And I'll just put it out as is. It's just me going for a walk with the dog in 360.
Yeah, people are still watching that.
Yeah, because it's like you're there. It's like you're actually there with 360. If you've got one of those goggles, it's like you're on the walk, like, and you can have a look around and check shit out, like, you know.
I don't watch your ones on my phone, and I'm always turning my phone round. I can't see it half the time because my phone's the other way.
Mm.
But it is cool,
Yeah.
though. You can see everything. Like it's mad. Like
So how were you after that epic journey then? Were you a bit knackered afterwards?
I was knackered when I got in, man. Absolutely knackered. My legs were aching and everything when I got home. So be it.
Yeah.
John wanted to go back up, mate. John wanted to stay up. John did. For
Shit.
6 hours of walking, like, you want, come on, let's go somewhere else. Like, no, I go.
Madness.
Could have gone somewhere else. Plenty around, like, but I just, no, it's enough.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm just putting this on the other screen so I can actually work whilst I'm talking to you.
Sorry about that, Gav.
Oh, he's right. I don't think John had any batteries left anyway to English. That camera he used, I think he went through about 4 or 5 batteries in our place.
Mm.
It's no good then, is it? It's hard work. Like.
That's why I put the battery pack on the back of the helmet, because I mean he was no, he wasn't using a helmet, was he? He was using GoPro. What was he using? He was using a little GoPro. Yeah, I used to just strap a battery onto the GoPro, like, and just use the battery as a handle. You can get battery systems like that, and you can just put them on there and just put them on with a bit of tape and just walk around with that, like, as a handle. Power it up.
The thing is, the battery should charge inside it, shouldn't it? So you should be able to put a power bank on it anyway.
Mm.
And just keep it running like you do with your camera. Oh, God. Guess who's back?
What's up, people?
Oh, my God.
Oh!
Captain Greeny.
I think them two are stalking me, Gav.
It's a man with nothing better to do in his life.
Yeah, well.
And he's the stalker because he's always on every bloody stream you go to.
He is. He pops up everywhere.
All right, fair enough. So does Ryan.
Alex, I'm sorry, but I've taken over you, Alex, by the way.
You were lagging
taken
like, terribly.
What are you on about, Ryan? Wait, is it you been copying my name?
No, I'm copying you, the axe murderer.
Why do you want to be an axe murderer?
Oh, dear,
I look like I'm dead. Seriously, like,
Right,
look.
I saw somebody nicking your name earlier on, Ryan Stannard. But he said it was Ryan Stannard's crazy wife, it was called. Have you seen that person doing that?
Yeah.
that's
Fucking
funny.
arseholes. They think that my girlfriend's my wife. It's just like, what the fuck?
Right.
It's just
okay.
What
Not
the
really.
fuck?
You know, when we was talking about computers the other day, last night, my computer decided to not load up, turn on. Shut the screen. Never, the screen didn't come on again. And I put pressure at the bottom of the laptop and it started firing up and I was like, it's not a good sign.
Oh shit. Ooh.
That could be your processors delaminating, desoldered off the board. And when they go like that, you get intermittent on off, depending on whether it's hot, because it'll change shape. And when it's certain heat, it might change the shape, lift, and then not make contact, which is not good.
Yeah, but it was in the battery area though.
Oh, so you run it on battery?
No, it's plugged in.
Mm.
So
Did you know about percolating your batteries by keeping them plugged in all the time when you're charging? Yeah. You want to take the power off and run it down every once in a while, and run it back up, and then take the battery out.
True. I was thinking about taking the battery out, but I don't know if it's gonna the computer doesn't go. I'm not gonna come on because there's no battery.
No, it will.
I will come back on.
Do you know, loads of times I've had people say to me, my laptop's not working. And the first thing I do is I put it on power and it won't start. And then I take the battery out, it starts. Because the battery being dead will stop your laptop starting.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it definitely works with them out for sure.
I'll think about doing that.
Who's changed my name then? Who's changed my name?
Ryan Stannard's crazy wife. You are a bit crazy, Ryan, sometimes.
Or yeah, I can change it, right? I then as I love.
You can change my name if you want.
That's all right. It's all right. Because I was literally just logging on to my stream that I'm about to do in a little bit, and I saw. Oh,
Ryan's gone.
Ryan?
Haven't I?
He's on blinking Wi-Fi. You know, it's the
Ryan,
one
your
on
face
Wi-Fi.
blinking.
Sorry.
There.
Everyone that's not on Wi-Fi seems to have no problem.
Well, you're on Wi-Fi.
I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm connected to the network.
Yeah. No, Wi-Fi's not very good, really. I mean,
I'm on Wi-Fi.
well, you're not doing too bad. But if you go full screen, what's your resolution like? It always looks all right when people are in small windows. But yeah.
Window.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad.
That's all right. Doesn't look too bad.
Hello, IC Diamond.
And there is two speeds of broad Wi-Fi as well. There's N, which is a bit faster, and then there's the old B's and G's, which is quite slow. So it's still not as good as a wired connection, mind.
Oh no.
They brought out
it's not.
Wi-Fi 6.
I'd have to put a 30-foot wire in to connect mine wired.
Well, have you tried those mains networking boxes?
No.
You get a box. It's only a little box like that, and you plug it in near the router, and then you plug a wire into that box, and then it transmits the internet through your mains of your house. Then you get a second box where you want it, and you plug that in, and then it lights up. Says, "Oh yeah, I can see the first box," so it lights up. And then you plug a wire into that, and then go into your laptop or whatever it is. Or if you've got bad Wi-Fi. Yeah, if you've got bad Wi-Fi, you can get some of them that you plug one in your router and then another one, and it has Wi-Fi coming out of that. So you can boost the Wi-Fi upstairs then, by having that system.
My
They are
Wi-Fi
cheap.
It's pretty good. You don't lose Wi-Fi very often, so it ain't too bad.
Yeah, it's like you need to have more than 3 bars really, though, because 1 bar means like I can see Wi-Fi, but I'm not going to talk to it. 2 means I'm gonna dribble. You can send text messages. 3 is like you can have crap, and 4 and 5 is obviously it's only 3, 4, and 5. Would you ever want to use really with Wi-Fi?
Mine's on 5 now. On the bottom
Oh,
of the
there we are
screen,
then.
so
That's best you can get then, yeah.
I ain't gonna get it no better.
Yeah. I'm just looking at an Epic Explore now that we did, and halfway through I was running out of space, so I switched from being 4K down to 2.7K because I needed to keep the space.
Time when mine. See, I don't know why, but I'm not too sure if I actually like.
Your Wi-Fi
You like what?
signal is terrible, right?
What did you say? You broke up.
I think he's gone.
Yeah, because I'm not too sure if anyone knows in the chat or even up on the panel if this makes a difference. Because I find when I'm
What's this thing doing?
You're only doing like a
Jesus.
couple of frames a second.
It's because my mum is making an international call right now over to America, and I find when she does that, it
Is it Zoom?
basically does this to the internet.
Is it Zoom?
Yeah.
Zoom does that. I worked out the other day.
Yeah. Well, you can get bandwidth shaping software,
Okay.
and you
I'm
can
gonna
you
go.
can. Okay.
So I'll see you all later.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cheers,
doke.
right. Ta-ra, bud.
Yeah. I use bandwidth shaping software. It's this stuff where you run a little app, and then you can tell it, look, this Firefox, I want that to have this much bandwidth, and then Chrome, I want it to have this much bandwidth, and then Skype, I want that to have most of the bandwidth. So, you know, it's like you can, and if Skype's being too hungry, because when you put Skype on, it tries to use all your bandwidth. That's it. It just tries to pump out as much as it can. And then you can't do anything in the background. So if you're sending loads of data, it'll affect the, you know, like receiving data as well. You know, it'll kind of have like a bit of an effect on that. So with this software, you say, look, don't take up my whole broadband, take up half of it to send to Skype. And then it'll limit it. Then it only sends like half the data, and then you can browse web pages and they'll come up quick. But like sometimes when you're using Skype, it's like things like take ages to come up, and you know everything's going crazy because it's taking it all up. So what Ryan could do, say for instance, if his mum was on a laptop, is he could run some of this bandwidth shaping software and limit the bandwidth, and then you know, it wouldn't affect him then when he was using it. They could both, you know, both use as much as they need. So
he said he's gone off here now. He just went live. He just pinged up that he's gone live. So
Like he's just gone live. What?
Yeah.
He's gone, but he's just gone live. Perhaps he's testing it.
Not focus.
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh well.
He's a strange boy, man, when you want to be.
Yeah. I'm off now. I'm going live.
Yeah. He was like
I would have got
for hours, and he had like one person in it.
Oh, was that you, Alex?
What?
You're his best friend.
No, I'm trying to keep him occupied. So it's something, you know, you don't really want to go live when you've got barely anyone on there. Someone to talk to. I just go live and talk loads of shit.
I'm looking at John now in Manchester, in the place that begins with G. You know, the one that we did. You didn't come in, did you? I'm just thinking. Did you come in?
What, me?
Gav.
Where's that, man?
The big place we went to, where we went in the roof and climbed up a ladder to get in. Remember the big thing, that big thing, and John came in. Taffy came in. Did you come in?
Yeah. Brady is the only one that didn't come in, wasn't he?
Yeah, you came in.
Yeah, I come in. Yeah.
All right, I'm just looking now to see if I haven't seen you yet. Hang on.
Urban Lad.
I do keep away from people a lot when I'm filming because it's too much noise sometimes. You know, too much crazy.
You went in ahead of us. You know, you was halfway round the thing by the time the three of us got over.
Yeah.
We met up to you by the big sign thing before we went up the ladder.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, right.
I don't know how I was trolling Urban Lads now, Ducks. How can I be trolling him if I'm here? Someone's using my account again. Name again, I mean.
Oh,
I don't get these trolls. What's so important about me? I'm not like Rat down here. I'm not that big. Don't know why they're so special with me.
No, they're just trolling everyone, Alex. Everyone and anyone.
It's the same guy, actually. It's doing everyone's like Super Vault one.
He just keeps changing his name, doesn't he?
Yeah, and Taffy's the same guy. Me, it's the same guy. Ryan, it's the same person.
Yeah. There was someone on Brady's last night as well, wasn't it? Just writing gibberish, but no one took him off it.
Was my name used in Brady Taffy's again?
No, there was someone just writing stupid comments on Brady's live last night, and it went on for ages, but he just left them in there.
That's bad, to be honest.
But no one kicked him out either. So
Mm. All you have to do is just find the guy and boom. Problem
Oh,
solved.
here you
Yeah,
are.
I think
I've got you now. I've got footage of you here inside. Just skip forward.
All footage.
yeah, you was a long way in front of us at one point, wasn't
Mm. I'm useless like this. I used to piss people off a lot. I mean, you'll notice this about me, right? You'll say to me, "Do you remember that place? Like, do you remember Liverpool or something like that?" And I'll be like, "Oh yeah, Liverpool was great." And you go, "Yeah, it was great when we were there." And I was like, "Were you there?" And he was like, "Yeah, of course I was there. Remember we did blah 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 blah." And I'm like,
Mhm.
"Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah." See, I remember a place. I never remember who I'm with. I remember the place. I
Yeah.
just don't remember who I'm with. It's just a weird sort of like block I've got. And some people have got quite pissed off at me. They're like as if I'm saying it on purpose to piss them off. Like, no, I don't remember you. I don't remember being there with you. No, I just physically cannot remember who I'm with unless somebody jogs my memory. They all remember it really easily. For some reason, I don't remember. I just don't. It's just a weird
too
thing.
much in the zone. Too much in the zone. You are doing your own thing.
I am locked into what I'm doing, like, and I'm not taking an awful lot of notice unless I bump into somebody and I go hello, and then it's like, but I'm actually looking at what I'm shooting a lot, and I'm thinking about where I'm going to, what with it, like, where I'm trying to get to, So yeah. But a few people have said to me, like, oh, you being funny or something. I'm like, no, it's I don't know. And it's like, then they tell me, and I go, oh yeah, but they've got to put the pieces together and remind me about what happened. And I go, oh yeah, that's right, yeah. Weird. It's like color blindness. It's like I don't see the color red. Everyone else will be there. They say, oh, did you see that red thing? And I go, nah. And they go, oh, it's really bright red thing. Nah. It's like, because I don't see red. Everyone else does. We could be in the same room, and it's like I just don't see the red stuff. I can kind of see red, but I don't see it very strongly. So, but people don't quite click with it sometimes. You go, oh, look at that green thing over there, and I go, where? And they go, there. I'm like, is that green? Is it brown, or is it? And I'm like, and they're all, no, it's clearly green, and I'm like, oh, I can't tell. And then they sort of like, well, you can't tell that's green. I go, well, no, I got fucking color blindness, and you fucking idiots.
Like, does that mean if I change myself red, you'll never see me?
I will see a lot less of you, which would be nice. Which would be nice. So yeah, try it out.
No, I'm not that bad.
Say you. It's not one's place to tell everyone that one is wonderful.
No, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but yeah, for some reason YouTube won't let me download my 24-hour stream for some reason.
It's too long.
Oh, so it won't let you download it. It's too long.
Well, I mean, the trouble is as well, if you tried downloading using YouTube, have you seen the data rate they give you when you're downloading? I mean, it's taken me hours to download, like a 2-hour stream or something. It's taken me like 2 hours to download the bloody thing. 7-hour stream, it'd probably take me like about 5-6 hours to download it. It's absolutely rubbish. So I wouldn't use the YouTube downloaders. I would use one of the download websites like clipconverter.cc, or what's the other one? But if you do it at 720p, it won't convert it. It'll just let you download it immediately. If you try to say, oh look, give it to me as 1080p, then you'll have to convert it, and it'll take about 8 hours to convert it, and then it'll download quite quickly, but it's just not worth it. For really long ones, I would just keep it at 720p, and it'll just start downloading immediately. The other site I use is called y2mate.com. Letter Y, letter 2, mate.com. And that's really quick. But sometimes it spits the videos out in a weird format. If you see that it hasn't got the MP4, if it's got MHD, you've got to convert that video on your computer then, because it's in this web format, not like not true MPEG. It's like this web MPEG, and it don't load into Premiere. It might load into whatever editor you're using, but it don't load into Premiere. You've got to convert it before you can put it into Premiere. So yeah, but Clip Converter's better because it does maintain them as the proper MP4. So when you say download, boom, they're out as they should be. So, and at high speed as well.
My
Not
11 hour.
200K, not 200K, like, 4 megs, 8 megs a second, like, so
It's quite slow.
20 times faster. So there we are.
No, it's just my 11-hour stream took minutes to download directly off YouTube.
I've always found it trickles for me.
Oh,
They do for me. It was longer than
I don't
2
know.
hours. It takes forever on YouTube.
You don't think it's the M.2 I got in this laptop here?
M2, what, the hard drive? No, it's your data, it's the bandwidth. They just trickle it down at 200K.
Literally, it took about 20 minutes and it was downloaded.
No, because I mean, onto any hard drive, it's going to be quicker than that, isn't it? I mean, hard drives are like 198K on slow USB 3 hard drives. It's like 198K transfer speed, something like that. SD cards 98K, but that's the big K, not the small K. So,
that confused me, that stuff.
Because
the little K means something different to the big K or something.
Well, yeah, little K is an eighth of a big K because a byte contains 8 bits. So a bit is a small K. So to get a byte, you have to have 8 of the bits. So it's 8 bits in a byte. Okay, so it's 8 times bigger. Big K is 8 times faster than small K.
That makes sense, actually.
So
it's too many bits for me to remember.
Yeah, I never remember that either.
No, I know what it is. It's just I just round it up. It's easier.
It's to do with decimal, because like if you have 8 bits in decimals, you can have 8 zeros or 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, but it's got to be 8. It'll be 8 long. If they're all ones, that number will be 256, because that's all the ones turned on gives you a number. It converts into a number of 256. If they're all zeros, then it's a 0. But that's why 8-bit graphics always has 256 levels of green, 256 levels of red, 256 levels of blue, mixes them together, because 8-bit graphics. And then if you have 16-bit graphics, it'll be 24 million colors or 1 billion colors or something like that. It's like, was it 16-bit graphics? Yeah. But see, like the highest number you can get from 16-bit, I think, is 4096.
Jeez.
So, you get a lot more range in the colors on 16-bit stuff, because you mix red 4096, green of 4096, and blue. So you multiply that together and you get the figure, which is quite big. I can't remember. So let's have a look for if it was 4096 times 4096 times 4096 equals.
Is that like the
billion? Is it? Or
it's a bit like bitrate on the camera, like 10-bit or something. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
10 10-bit. So it'd be so if you have another bit after 8, it will be 250. So it'll be 512. If you have a 9th bit, it'll be 512. If you have a 10th bit, it'll be 1024. So 1024 grades of color on 10-bit.
That's a lot.
But it's a bit high. It's a bit higher than that because it's that bit plus all the other bits added together. So
my memory that must take up. That must take up a lot of memory out. 10-bit stuff. Isn't that like all color grading area stuff? Well, no, wait, that's not the color grade. That'd be the S log if it's a Sony camera.
Yeah, 10 bits is 1024. Yeah.
Yeah, the A7S3, I think is bonkers. You can be like 12,000 ISO and it's still clean. It's like, how is that impossible?
Oh, that's right. Because all the other numbers added would be all the ones turned on. So it'd be the last bit is 512 plus all the other numbers, which will add up to another 512, which then adds up to 1024. Yeah.
It's quite a bit.
Which is represented as CFFH in hexadecimal. Do you know anything about hexadecimal?
I am going to be honest, no.
It goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but it goes higher than that because then it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And it stops at G, and that's how computers talk in hexadecimal.
I've heard
So they
of
go,
it.
yeah. So they go 0 to 10, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So 7 more bits. 7 more characters, rather. Sorry, not bits, 7 more characters.
Wow. So much involved. Obviously.
There was a much less used system called Octal as well, which was everything up to 8, so it counted to 8. Whereas hexadecimal is 16. It counts to as hexadecimal, I think. Actually, it's 16. But Octal counted to 8. It didn't count to 10. Only counted to 8, which is a bit weird. But nobody ever used it because it was a bit shit. It's just like a stupid idea. So
I'm guessing that came out before I was born.
yeah, they were just trying to experiment with different computer systems to see what would save memory and whether they needed to have a certain amount of bits.
Gav, did you pay for StreamYard?
No. Right.
How you got the background? Because I thought you have to pay for it to get a background.
It's broken.
Broken? As in what way?
I'm not sure. One of the boys done it for me. I don't pay for it. I can use most stuff on there.
So you got a cracked version of StreamYard.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know you could get a cracked version of it.
He doesn't know how long it's gonna last, but you've done it.
Yeah. Don't you have to mess with the code or something to get it to?
Yeah, he said it might only last a couple of days.
You can actually access the code from the HTML5 web browser. There's a way of getting to it. I can't remember how to do it.
F12.
So,
was it F12?
F12 on your keyboard, yeah. It'll
thought
bring
that
up
was
the
screenshot.
it'll bring up the inspector, and you can usually read all the HTML and frames as well. Then
It's pretty cool stuff. We'll stay away from it because I don't understand how it works. Click the wrong button and the whole bloody screen starts to
yeah,
go
that'd be me.
an AWIL. And I'm like, oops.
I don't understand half of it either. I know how to load my computer up. That's about it.
there's a way you can use that F12 and you put a few codes in, and you can make Instagram work on a web browser.
Yeah, it did work on a web browser before, but they changed it. Cheeky bastards. I hope you're not monetized, Gav.
Yeah, I'm monetized.
Are you monetized? My bad.
We've been swearing already.
Oh, you've been swearing.
I don't worry.
I don't think swearing bothers them really.
No, it's just, as long as it's not excessive. Just swearing and getting off all my videos. Especially when Taffy's about, you know what he's like.
Yes. Oh, I'm back. Random
You're
TV's in. He's literally in there.
In what?
Well, the chat.
On the chat.
Oh, the fake
So,
person.
Yeah.
Any comment on the Swindon YouTubers live earlier accusing you of dog?
Yeah, I saw that. Well, what can you say? Yeah, well, everything that comes out of his mouth is fucking true, isn't it? So, what can you fucking say?
I think he's trying to think it's me saying it. It's obvious because my hand's not even been in the keyboard the whole time.
Mm.
No, I say it's not even your logo anyway, is it?
No. So he used my logo. Well, that was pretty scary actually because he had my logo and my name exactly the same. No one could tell if it was me or not. It was very difficult. That's why I changed it. I shouldn't have to, but I changed it to people aware that it's not me doing it. Block.
Yeah, well,
That's
his,
now, is it? That one.
his reaction. Oh, somebody's female voice. And I was going to say his reaction to me pointing out that he got done for.
You don't think it's him using my account, do you? But is he
You can't use your account. He can just change his name, can't he?
Why me? He hasn't made a video about me yet, so probably because I haven't technically broke into anywhere yet. Well, I don't know why everyone keeps saying that. But
well, perhaps he doesn't. Perhaps he doesn't make comments about you because I'm not exactly Mr. Friendly with you. You know, I don't hate you, but I'm not friendly with you. So therefore, he leaves you alone. Yeah. Anyone I'm friendly with, he has a go at, doesn't he? So,
like Taffy.
But he doesn't like the fact that I just put out there what was in the local newspaper for everyone to see, that he got done for stealing a laptop and 5 council radios from a council offices, and he pled guilty to it and was done for it. Yet he had told everybody that that case was dropped. Yeah, like everything else he says. It's like, oh no, I don't do this, I don't do that. And it's like, there it is in black and white. You were found guilty.
Yeah.
So, so when he says, like, you know, oh, Matt Williams breaks in these places. He breaks in and he steals stuff, and he breaks in and he steals, and and he just comes up with all this shit. It's just like, there's just a lot of hot air coming out of a fucking criminal retard's brain, you know. So
yeah,
good luck. That's what I think about it. I think good luck with that one, because I was on the phone to the police earlier on, so he's gonna have his collar felt again now. That's what I think about it. So, because he's already been warned. He was warned once, then they came back and told him don't do it again, so he had 2 warnings, which is more than enough, right? Then they brought him a letter saying, if you do this again, you're going to get arrested. And I've just left him do a load of videos, including this one today, right, where he's making threats. You know, he's going to come round, smash my car up, smash Dan Dixon's car up. He's going to come round my house. He's going to sort me out. You know, I'm a faggot. I'm a nonce. This business with, you know, this saying like things about fucking dogs or something, you know, and it's like, yeah, great. Well done, mate. Well done. So when you end up in the cells and then have to have your interview and you have to explain why you think it's clever saying all that sort of shit, then you can explain it to the police, you know. So yeah, well done. That's what I think about that.
He'll probably get away with that as well.
He might get away with it, but if he keeps doing it, I mean, you know, he's going to get it's harassment, isn't it?
Eventually,
he's going to get done for harassment. Yeah.
It'll annoy him so much that, like, sod this, we're dealing with this.
Well, yeah, it's like a hate crime as well. Like, you know, you can't go going around fucking shouting like, you fucking nonce, you fucking faggot, and all this sort of stuff, you know. It's like, yeah. And more so than the harassment. I mean, if it is harassment, the police are like, yeah, whatever, but they are really hot on the, calling people faggots and nonces and fucking everything else. Yeah, so all that's what he is going to get in trouble for more than anything else. So, I don't give a fuck. I'll just keep reporting him, let the police deal with it. He's a fucking idiot.
Yes.
Absolute fucking idiot. And he's caused all this. I didn't cause any of it. I never had a fucking flip out on him. I never started any of this shit. He just decided one day he was going to fucking, right then, I fucking hate Matt Williams. I'll fucking have him. Okay, great. So here we are down the line. Now you're going to get arrested for it. Well done. Top marks. Hats off. You are a complete fucking retard. Well done. And then when you get let out, you'll probably go straight on the internet and you'll do it again. Because that's the sort of guy you are. You'll just go straight on it and say, I've just been fucking arrested by Matt Williams. He's a fucking nonce. He's a fucking nonce. He's a fucking nonce. Nonce. And they'll be like, right, now you're back in and now you go into jail because you now fucking, you didn't listen. You didn't fucking listen. Yeah.
Make sure it does it to the wrong person.
Yeah. Because when he's in trouble with them at the moment for just being done over the theft of these radios. So he's going to be on, what do they call it? Like license, they call it. So it means that they're probably tied over to not do anything wrong for a period of time.
Yeah.
And he's just gone and done this video. So when that goes before a judge, they're going to go, we told you not to do anything. And you're back in front of us again. Is there something wrong with you? Do you not understand? Have you got problems with your brain? What is it? Tell us what is wrong with your brain that you don't understand. And the judge will say that to him. He'll say, is there something we need to know about something wrong with your brain? Yeah. Yeah. And he's like, well, no. And he goes, so why did you do it then? If you're saying there's nothing wrong with your brain, why have you just done this when you've been told not to do it? And then because that's how they the first time you go into court, the judges are like, well, don't let us see you back here. Next time it's like, we told you not to do this again, and then they'll be really hard on you, right? And you'll probably get a suspended sentence. Third time you go in, they'll be like, right then, you taking a piss, off to jail. Because people that don't get it, people don't get it, right? That's what happens to them. So, and all over what, because he just can't handle other explorers out there, like many other fucking retard explorer haters that are out there, like that bloody idiot Hooper, It's like they are jealous. They don't like seeing other people doing what, and talk about hypocrites. They are the world's biggest hypocrites. I mean, because he did videos along with fucking Swindon Spastic. He's done these videos and they both said, we're not in it for the money. We're not interested in money. We're not interested in money. Bullshit, you're not, yeah? Swindon Spastic, the moment he hit 1,000, he put adverts on all his videos. Boom. He's not in it for the money. I'm not doing it for the money. You are. Just like everyone else, you'll want to make a couple of quid out of doing this. But you're going to lose your channel because I've reported it to YouTube yet again, right? And I'm going to keep on fucking reporting it until you get a fucking strike. Because I got a fucking strike for mentioning somebody's name. So if I can get a fucking strike, you are absolutely getting a fucking strike. And I'm not going to give up on it until fucking YouTube slam you with a fucking strike. Because what you've been doing for the last 6 months, oh boy, if that doesn't break the fucking terms and conditions of YouTube, I do not know what does. Yeah?
I don't think anyone does.
You are absolutely standing there with a red flag going, please, please kick me off YouTube. That's what you're doing. But that's fine, because nothing will make me happier than to see you gone off YouTube.
Okay then.
So you'll have to start posting your shit on Facebook then instead. You'll have to switch mediums, yeah? And Facebook are even quicker at kicking people off for what you're doing. Yeah? You'll be off there in a couple of days if you try that shit on Facebook. YouTube are quite lax.
I know
so where are you gonna go then? Instagram harassment then, is it? Like Instagram harassment, is it? Oh, What other platforms can you burn out on your way down?
The thing is that if you do it on Instagram, you're going to get quickly as banned as Facebook because they own Instagram, Facebook. And I think they own
Yeah.
WhatsApp as well now.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, I just don't know. You can't help these people. You know what I mean? It's like they just don't understand that. Like, leave me alone. I leave you alone. I never wanted this shit. Leave me alone. I leave you alone. I took him out of all my fucking videos on the channel. So I mean, I can't. What more is there? It's like, thou shalt not speak about him. Well, stop fucking speaking about me then, because you've got plenty of fucking shit to speak about me.
Or just get his IP address and block him off YouTube.
Yeah.
Say block this.
I was in touch with my solicitors this afternoon, and I said, right then, so if we do this, can we do this? And they said yes, and they said, yeah, I wouldn't be able to get legal aid for it. So I said, well, how much is it going to cost? And they said £5,000 to get an injunction against him. But they said, but you could do it yourself. And I thought, yeah, I fucking well will be at that price. Yeah.
Grand.
So I'll go and get the injunction myself. I'll deal with it now. So, yeah. Just to deal with it on your behalf, because you're too stupid to deal with it yourself. No. I quite like going into court, actually. I don't worry about that at all. I've been in there enough times over the years. It doesn't faze me in the slightest. Yeah. So, yeah. But the thing is, I've got to see what the police do, because they can attach an injunction, and they can attach a what's the I forget the word now. The word order. The R order, restraining order. Thank you. They can attach that when they do a criminal case, so it saves me having to do it. So what I've got to get them to do, is got to get the police to act, and when they act, if it does go to court, we can get them at the end of it to say, and we want a restraining order against him doing this in the future. Yeah. And that saves me having to go to all the trouble of doing it. But because the police are just drag their bloody heels all the time with this crap, I've got to get the police to do something. But otherwise, I can just take him to the county court and I get a restraining order, do it myself. And it won't cost much. So, it certainly won't cost five frigging grand. But I've just got to get my arse into gear. And see, that's what Matt Hooper threatened. He had, you see. He said, I've got a restraining order against Matthew Williams and anybody else. There's a total restraining order, right? And nobody's allowed to mention my name now, he said. Nobody can mention my name. Oh, right, okay. So
multiple times.
Yeah, so he reckoned he got a solicitor to do that for him. Well, it's funny, innit? Because the first solicitor I spoke to today gave a figure of $5,000. So I don't think he went and did that.
Unless it was a really cheap, dodgy solicitor, but
yeah. So I don't. That's why when I've mentioned his name a couple of times since then, I've not heard anything from it. Because if there was an injunction against me mentioning his name, then I'd be pulled in front of a court by now, wouldn't I? And that hasn't happened. So, yeah, these bullshit artists, they make me laugh. They just think they can sit there and just like spout bullshit all day long, and everyone's just going to take it like, oh no, that case was dropped, says Swindon Spastic. It was dropped. No, that was all dropped, and yeah, really, it was dropped, was it? Because you've just been done for it.
How does he know? Yeah. When you go and explore London, how does he work out where you are? You don't.
Well, that's what I can't work out. Yeah,
that's funny how he.
Unless he's a complete stalker type that is hanging around these bunkers all the time. There's only two ways he could possibly know. He's got a tracking device on the car, right, or cameras around the bunker. Well, there's three ways. You're right. Tracking device on my car, cameras on these bunkers, which is a bit stalky in itself because they don't belong to him and they have nothing to do with him. Why would you go and stick cameras on somebody else's property?
Yeah.
Right.
That is a bit
Or
strange.
third possibility, which is equally bizarre, is that he's round these places all the time, like as if there is he's obsessed with them, and he's literally driving back and forth between them all day long because he's obsessed. I would imagine that's a good possibility. Is he's just driving around these places all day long because he's completely obsessed?
Jeez.
Yeah.
A lot of
I
places.
got,
'Cause it's-
Sorry, Gab.
I got Urban Legends live on there.
Ooh.
Curbs just went in there. I just told him now we'll be over now, a couple of minutes. Curbs is in there, trawling it.
Oh my god!
What's he say? I actually don't mention that.
And I can't see it now because one of his moderators deleted it. So
That's crazy. Well, I'm going to be checking out some of those
He's
eight
sounding-
bunkers in London at some point. Obviously, because of COVID, don't want to get caught. Because I have to take public transport, and it's more of a risk getting caught than driving there. I just want to avoid getting the £200 fine. They're starting to drop them. They're actually starting to drop a lot of the fines because some of them have been unlawfully given. So
that's the problem with it. I don't know. They can
Oh
give
god,
fines
he's got
for it,
problems. He's got problems with his audio over there. He's messing around with stuff. Yeah.
what, me?
No.
No,
He has
Well-
over there. Urban Legend UK. He's just sorting out technical issues. I did say I was going to come on there, so I'll have to go over there in a minute and show my face. But
yeah, I said I'd go on as well. So I'm going to be ending this now in a couple of minutes. And
It seems all right now.
is he all right now? Is he? Let's have a listen.
Well, I can't put it on because it's Gav's live. I don't want to be rude.
No, it's all digitally broken up. He's like going.
One second, I'm gonna.
you sound like it anyway sometimes, doesn't he?
It's Mixer on software.
Later, Lucy.
Mixer on software. What Windows Mixer? I don't know.
He's asking for me now. Shall I pop? I'll pop over there, Gav.
Yeah, no worries, Matt. I'll
Better
see you
add.
over there in a minute, mate.
Okay,
Yeah.
mate.
Ta-ra,
I'll
Matt.
catch you in a bit. Okay, thanks everybody. I did say I'd go.
Cheers,
so
Matt.
see you later.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
Cheers, Matt.
Catch you
Ta-ra,
later.
Matt. Yeah,
probably-
I've told Will I'd go over as well, so I'm gonna end this, guys.
Yeah.
Everyone get over to Urban Legend, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers for coming in, guys. Cheers, Alex.
That's all right. Thanks for letting me on.
No worries. Catch you later. Cheers, guys.
All right.